All right, good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you happen to be. Welcome to the EspyJ Gaming Network. I hope all of you are doing well and are safe and happy in these trying times. Whatever the case may be, I certainly hope all of you are well. You may notice that there is a bit of a hitch in my voice. Please bear with me. I use my voice quite frequently in my professional life, and unfortunately for me, that does cause a little bit of strain. So, I am doing everything in my power. I've got tea with ginseng and honey, and I'm gonna be drinking it throughout the night, regardless, going through the legal mumbo-jumbo before we officially get started and jump in. A friendly reminder that Pokemon Red is a product of Nintendo, Game Freak, Creatures Incorporated, and I do not own any of the things you are about to see. I do, however, own a physical copy of the game, and will be, of course, joining you guys on a trip down memory lane as we continue to reminisce. So, please bear with me, and remember that the EspyJ Gaming Network is a safe space for all, including but not limited to our LGBTQIA+ community, and any and all individuals across the spectrums of gender, sexuality, and such. Thank you for all the legal mumbo-jumbo, and without further ado, we're going to go ahead and jump in to Pokemon Red. Bear with me, we're going to switch into our gameplay box. Hey everybody, it's good to see you all. I hope everybody is okay. You might notice a little bit of a shift in the structure of the stream. My apologies, my eyes are all itchy. Whew. Anyway, you may notice a little bit of a difference here. I've moved myself over a little bit to make it a little bit easier for us to sort of see things and see the screen. My hope is that now you can see the entirety of the Pokemon Red screen. Chat will still be above my head, hopefully with slightly larger font so everybody can read it if you are watching stream to catch the chat. Otherwise, I'm going to jump into the game so you can hear everything. I will not be able to see my face, so I certainly hope that I am making obviously strange facial expressions for all of you this evening. So let's get jumping right into Pokemon. Phenomenal. All right. And wait, I take it back. I'm gonna minimize something first so that I can pay attention here. Let's see. Sorry, folks, having a bit of a time here getting things put together. Hey, there we go. All right. So I should be able to be seen here. And if I'm not, sorry about it. Let me see. Goodness gracious, I am so sorry. My apologies for having such a weird start to the evening. All right, I believe everything is now fixed. So hello everybody, and it's good to see you all. Last time in our Pokemon adventure, we managed to jump in, and now what's the issue? Oh my goodness. Goodness gracious. Okay. We are going to get all of these little issues out of the way now at the beginning of stream, right, where I am capable of totally handling my business here. We're gonna exit out of this, and it should disappear for a minute, showing my beautiful logo of the Jordan Strong Studios, home of the EspyJ Sports Network and Gaming Network. But let me see if I can't reboot Pokemon. All right. We are having a spot of trouble with the controls here. So we are going to try again. All right. Try this. And then controls. All right. Well, thank you for coming and joining me today in a wonderful world in which the game does not want to work, right? But we are going edit game controls. Let's see. Player 1. Game Boy. Input keyboard. Okay. Up, down, left, right. Start. Select. Yep. Yep. Okay. All right. So that should be working. Cool. We are having some technical difficulties. Bing bong. Hi, Centrix. We're having some technical difficulties. So please bear with me as I am going to try to restart not the stream, but the program that is allowing me to play Pokemon here. Hope everybody out there who is watching this just bears with me for a minute. Let's try restarting here. All right. Hopefully everybody can see it. Okay. All right. Okay. Good news, everyone. Okay. Is it gonna put me... Oh, right. Whew. All right, and everybody, we can take a collective deep breath and a deep sigh because it appears it's working. Hello, Rosalind Gaming. Rosalind Gaming. Hello, my dear. Bear with you. Have you tried making yourself appear larger? My dear sweet Centrix, there is nothing in this world besides the copious amount of chicken nuggets and fried corn dog bites that I had for dinner that will make me any larger than I already am. Speaking of larger, I hope that the screen being a little larger is easier for you guys to see the content. Everybody appears to be working here. Everything seems to be... Rosalind. Rose is fine. I use my middle name online. Well, it is good to see you, my dear. Thank you so much for joining us. Rose is perfect. I wanted to make sure that I was giving you the proper greeting. And actually, I don't know if I can... Oh, wait. I remember. Hang on. I'm using the power of technology to try... You can see all 12.5 pixels quite well. Thanks, buddy. All right. Rosalind Gaming. There we go. I think I did it. Please go and check out the fantastic things that Rosalind Gaming does. She has been a content creator for a very long time and is far and away better at this than I ever will be. And not only that, is a fantastic friend of mine, both from college and beyond. So I was just sitting here the other day, Rose, and realizing I've been out of college now for 10 years. And while I did shave, the gray hairs are growing more aggressive on the rest of my body. So, yeah, I know, don't remind me indeed. But it's pretty wild. But again, back on track. Please do not hesitate. And also, because they are also here, and were happy enough to, or kind enough to help me out, I'd also like to do this. I can't do it yet. Apparently, I have to wait. But I'm gonna verbally shout out Centrix. Please go and also follow Centrix, a fantastic streamer, and not only a friend of mine, but a roommate of mine. Feels like yesterday. I would love to say that with a straight face, my darling, but it's not. It doesn't. Oh my gosh. the memories stay fresh, but the body is weak and spongy. But please, go give Centrix a follow, dear friend, who also does Pokemon content, but is... Oh, can you? Okay, listen, I just got a message from Centrix saying that Centrix can also shout people out. Centrix, shout out yourself, please. And thank you. I appreciate that. Please go check out both of the wonderful individuals on our chat here. All right. No, don't you know me? Please, you literally just offered. So, offer it up to yourself, please. Anyway, all of that said, let's get back into actually what was happening here. In our last episode, we were in Pewter City, actually only for about 45 minutes of the entire 3-hour stream. Despite the title of it being Pewter City, more like Pooter City, we took the time to grind up our Pokemon to take on Brock, only for me to realize that Brock's fight isn't nearly as treacherous as I once believed it to be. Unfortunately, I did do a lot more grinding probably than I needed to. Which is fine. Looking ahead here, we do have the Boulder Badge. We do have some new teammates. So if you were here for episode 1 but missed episode 2, we've made a couple changes around here. First things first, we of course have the mighty Kaisar, or Caesar Salad, our starter. He's still around. Additionally, from the original episode, we've got Beebles, but Beebles is now a Beedrill, one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. And so he's here. We've decided to keep Jack on board, Jack Spiro, although we may be ultimately swapping him out at some point. But for now, he is a valued member of our team. We also found and have retained his Pikachu! Our beautiful, wonderful electric mouse and mascot of the Pokemon franchise. And we have him under lock and key. However, the two new members of our team are the most powerful being you've ever seen, Lefiche, the Magikarp, which we definitely didn't spend $500 on. It's fine. That money could have gone to Pokeballs, but whatever. And then we spent the final, I'd say 30 minutes looking for this young lady. May I present you Huntrix the Jigglypuff, because we were talking about how Jigglypuff is a bit of a tank. She and Wigglytuff. I like how they couldn't give Pikachu its own sprite, even though it is kind of the mascot. You know, that is true. That is true. Now, of course, for those who don't know the Pokemon lore, there was every attempt to make Clefairy the mascot. However, Pikachu gained a lot of traction, and as such, took over. And, of course, the rest is history. While we do love Clefairy, unfortunately, it didn't make the cut. Didn't make the cut to be mascot. But we traveled through the route, we're all healed up, and we are ready to take on Mount Moon. Now, if you've never played Pokemon before, something you need to know, right? Doesn't Pikachu use the Clefairy sprite? Sure does. Sure does. Look at that. And so does Huntrix, despite being not a Clefairy. God, I love these sprites. They're so silly. I'm going to spam my Discord. Spam your... okay. All right. Spamming Discord. Heard. Understood. Have fun. Have fun. Oh god, I'm expecting what I can only assume is a flurry of messages and such. But, whatever the case may be, yes, Centrix, it does use the Clefairy sprite, so, you know, we're doing great. Pikachu's really getting that representation. Not that this would be an issue ever again for the Electric Mouse. But, once again, if you've never played Pokemon Red before, you're about to get acquainted with a very, very, very common Pokemon in these caves. I don't want to spoil it, but you're gonna understand probably within the first 5 minutes. Whatever the case, we are going to go into Mount Moon, make our way through, because we are on our way to Cerulean City, because we need to get our second badge. Anyway, moving on, welcome to Mount Moon, where I'm just going to wander around and get as many fun things as I can, including TM12. Let's find out what that is. Water gun. It is water gun. I'll be honest, I feel like this is the only time I've ever seen water gun be an obtainable TM. And I am curious. Medicine reminder confetti time. Woohoo! Definitely take your medicine if you haven't. And also confetti time. I like it. I like confetti time. Confetti time is wonderful. Definitely, please be sure to take any medications that you need. And, of course, despite the fact that I am currently drinking tea, be sure all as well to hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. All right? Whew. All right. Back into it. I'm going to take a look and see if anything Interesting. I find that hilarious that Jigglypuff can learn water gun. Listen, I took the medicine reminder as a hydrate. Hell yeah, Centrix. I love it. All right. I might teach Jigglypuff. I might teach because Centrix is right. Unfortunately for us, our actual water-type Pokemon, Layfish, can't learn jack shit. However... Wait, don't? Oh, uh-oh. Hold on. We're holding. Okay. I'm gonna hold off. Centrix has been, sort of my extra muse here, in playing Pokemon again, because it has been years since I played Pokemon Red. While we wait, I'm gonna go start walking around and collecting some things, and I bet you anything, there it is. The bane of Mount Moon. The Zubat. Oh my god, Zubat's level 10? What? Hold on. Okay, listen, Huntrix, I love you, baby, but you're level 4, so, we're going to, keep her when it evolves. I don't know if Gyarados learns water moves. That's a good point. That's a good point, and we won't have access to Surf for a while, so I will hold off. Oh my goodness. Sorry about that, friends. Our cats are getting a little energetic, and that'll be a perfect thing to clip later when I look like my soul leaves my body. I don't even know if you heard the scream, but whatever the case, I will hold off, Centrix. That's a great point. Meanwhile, let's get Jack in here so he can jack things up. I'm far less clever than you think I am. Also, one of the most upsetting Pokemon moves of all time, Supersonic. We're doing great. We're living life. Zubat would proceed to be a far less annoying Pokemon in the future. Hydro Pump at 41. Okay. A bit of a letdown there. It is also very possible, as I'm now realizing, poor Jack has had a stroke of bad luck here. Poor thing is not doing great. But still gets the win here against the Zubat. I may not ultimately keep Gyarados, but at this point, I just want to be able to say that I was able to evolve it, right? I know that it's an absolute beast in Pokemon Red. Gets Bite on evolution. Good move in this gen, though. Normal 60 base power. Cool. Oh, hey, buddy. Oh, hey, Mr. Doesn't Have Rock Throw. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Did I offend you? Good. Geodude. Also, I am going to catch both of these. I just wanted to get at least one quick battle in. Oop. Let's let's do that. Oh my god. There we go. This is what happens when I try to multitask of drinking and playing video games at the same time. Alright. That ginseng and honey is going to save me. Alright. Huntrix grows to level 5, so that's great. Alright. But are you gonna... Oh, there we go. Well, you know what? We're gonna go ahead and get this out of the way. We're gonna catch this Zubat. I'll be honest, I want to see if Sing works right now. Alright, bite not dark type yet, because dark type doesn't exist. That is true. We're gonna give Huntrix a couple chances to make it sleep. There it goes. And then, just because I can, I'm gonna fire off a Pokeball without... Ooh, I only have 3 Pokeballs? Oh, no. Well, it's a good thing that one caught. Fantastic, and here is Zubat, the bat Pokemon. Forms colonies in perpetually dark places and uses ultrasonic waves to identify and approach targets. Do I want to give a nickname to Zubat? Of course I do, because in this Pokemon run, while I am technically not doing any type of Nuzlocke rules, the one thing I am setting is that any Pokemon I catch has to have a nickname. So, Rose, if you were still in my chat, I would like you absolutely to vote on this, because Centrix has given me a couple good names. What would you like to name our Zubat? Right? Little guy, just a little bat. It's going to be a lot of him. You're going to get real acquainted during this playthrough. But what should we name our Zubat? Batter. Batter up. I love it. Ain't that just a beautiful name? Pitter patter. Here's our batter. Batter, batter up indeed. Look, I'm not saying I wouldn't use Zubat in this playthrough. But for now, I'm going to face this guy. And then I might go back. I have to check how much money I have. I need to go back and get some more Pokeballs, because there are a couple Pokemon in here that I would like to catch. A Weedle. Wobbles, buddy. Don't fall down. Alright, let's give a couple more opportunities for Huntrix to get some levels. I think the first move that it gets that isn't Sing is Pound. I hate that we're the same person and I have missed you. I miss you too, darling, truly. I missed all of you. Please tell your wonderful... Oh, also talk about Weebles. I love it. Pokemon Ecolist. Hello, Pokemon Ecolist. It is great to see you. Welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in. Hope everything is well for you. Alright. Forgive me, I am high as a kite tonight. Doctor's orders. Don't you worry about that at all. Don't you worry about that at all. Listen, medication time, baby. That's what you need. That's what you need. But anyway, Beebles bobble, but they don't fall down because they're stronger than Weedles who waddle and do fall down. We're going to take advantage of the fact that we have, unfortunately, the weird quirk in Gen 1 that bug types are weak to poison. You can keep on string shotting and all that jazz, but I regret to inform you, this is what peak male Beedrill performance looks like. I don't know why your trainer hasn't evolved you. I'm not an evolving purist here. Like, if you don't want to have... Oh my god. Hey, buddy! I am so sorry. I completely forgot what your Twitch handle was. It is great to see you, my brother. Also, I did not get Mr. RG right away, Rose, and I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. My brain is in a bit of a fog, right? Full-time jobs. My brother, it is so good to see you. Welcome into the chat. welcome Mr. and Mrs. RG to the SPJ Gaming Network. I hope both of you are well and wonderful, especially because of... Oh, look at that. There you go, Huntrix. Great job. Especially because, at least for Pokemon Ecolist and I, one of the first things that we ever bonded over was Pokemon. When we first met, we started doing all that. I can't wait to smother you in free tips for doing this creator thing. Honestly, I appreciate that. Bear with me if I have to take it bite-size by bite-size. Meanwhile, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to get Huntrix some more. I really wish, really wish that you had a move so I could just reap all of the benefits of having a Kakuna here. But I can't. So let's get Beebles back out here. Beebles is going to be our fantastic, fully evolved mentor of the meek. It is okay, Rose, to be intense when you are passionate about the things that you are doing. I am just, if I'm being completely honest, I am doing my best to go through life one day at a time right now, which is great advice for anybody, but more importantly for me, just because of a bunch of things that happen in the background. 2025 was quite a year. Quite a year indeed. However, 2026 is here, and I'm streaming now and having a good time with it, so I appreciate everybody's patience as I learn how to do this. And I will say, while I do have a full-time job, I am going to try, at the very least, to get affiliated so I can get more fun buttons and things like that. And if I do make some monies and things like that, hey, you know what? Perfect. And if I don't, and I just keep doing this for funsies, perfect, right? I understand for a lot of people that is not the case. And look, we all need a little extra money, mainly because it do be hard out here, right? But further down the line, who knows? Who knows? If I really think that I can make a living out of this, or at the very least, things that I can do to make this a worthwhile endeavor, I will certainly start trying to do so. This is a bit of a slog, and I apologize. Getting back to the game, Beebles, of course, is amazing, and I hope you know that first post-affiliate stream, you will be love-bombed. I have no idea what that means. But, Cintrix, when it's coming from you, and this is me knowing your streaming habits, or being part of somebody's chat habits, that terrifies me to no end. Okay, I'll be honest. I'm not always a ginseng and honey tea guy. That's some high-quality drink right there. It's a high-quality beverage. First stream after you got affiliate, sir. Cool. I still don't know what a love bomb is. Oh my god, yes! Okay, finally, Beebles. Listen, I understand that in the grand scheme of things, Beedrill is not statistically a strong Pokemon. However, I'm gonna see if we can ride this baby all the way to town, right? We're gonna let... It's a bomb made of love. Well, it's better than a bomb made of bomb. Oh, hi, Leia. Do you want to say hi? Would you like to say hi? I don't have... Come here. Nah, if you're gonna be interrupting my stream, you're gonna be selling them beans for profit. Come here, you. Alright. Everybody say hello to our wonderful baby Leia, who does not like to be picked up like this. Hello. For those who have never met Leia, she is polydactyl. She has beans galore. She is wonderful. She is my dear, sweet baby. Our first baby that we ever got, and she is going to remind you every day that she is our pretty little princess. Ain't that right? You say hi to camera? Say hi to camera. Say hello. All right. Did you just turn on my... Did you step on and turn on the menu? Adorable. Hilarious. Wonderful. Making sure nothing else got stepped on. Pardon me for a moment. Everything's great. All right. Anyway, that is Leia Cat. Eventually, I will try to show you guys Jin. Leia has had the spotlight here. Jin, our other baby, my other baby, tends to just like to sleep during this time. But let me, as much as I don't want to leave the cave and backtrack, I need to go back because I want more Pokeballs. I also should probably heal my Pokemon while I have the opportunity. There we go. And I don't want to heal all the way back in Pewter, because God forbid I do any blackout, whiteout, whatever they call it in this version. I do not want to have to drag my sorry ass all the way back, which is exactly what I'm doing right now, but it's fine. It's fine. We're doing our best, and that is all that matters. And a friendly reminder to anybody who is currently watching that this is a vanilla playthrough of Pokemon Red. No extra mods, no other fancy things happening. It is simply to re-experience a game that was beloved to me as a child. Additionally, my goal here is to ultimately play through each generation with the games that I had. Now, I want to be very clear. That would mean, as of right now, it would be Red version, Silver version. We would then go to Emerald, because that was the first Gen 3 game I had. Move on to either Diamond or Platinum, which I got both approximately the same time. Black, White 2, X, Moon, Shield, Violet. Yes, correct. And then, of course, for things like Crystal version and others, I absolutely will ultimately make a decision whether or not I will replace the games that I had. Obviously, Yellow version is a game I did not personally have when I was growing up. However, I have since obtained a copy. Also, we got a couple Pokeballs there, which is excellent. I would love to come back to Yellow another time. There's also a chance, depending on how I progress here, and of course this is far in the future, because as you can see, we're on episode 3 and we haven't even gotten to through Mount Moon yet, so it's gonna take us a couple streams to get all the way up to the areas here, but I would love to get a capture card and be able to play some of the modern Pokemon games on here with you, and if that is the case, I might actually choose one of the Let's Go games. I haven't made that decision yet, but for those of you who are fans of that third copy, if I upgrade, you can have mine. Oh, well, that's very kind of you. That's very kind of you. I do assure you that, as I bet you anything, this is a... Oh, what? Hold up. Hello, Paris. I didn't even know I could find you on this level. Hi, buddy. You want to come home with me? With your weird zombie mushroom? Look at him. Listen. Okay, listen. Paris and Parasect aren't necessarily the super high on my favorite Pokemon list, but I will say Pokemon Legends Arceus. Oh boy. Paris means best in Finnish, and this has been a Finnish fact. I love it. Listen, that is so good. And thank you for sharing that. I love learning new things, and I hope that everybody in my chat also enjoys learning new things, because knowledge is power, and we are never too old to enjoy learning new things. So anyway, back to Paris here. I always had like that sort of just like, oh, it's Generation 1, so it's one of the OGs. Like, that's cool. No, Paris got aggressive in Pokemon Legends Arceus. I remember running around and just every 5 minutes, there's a Paris coming straight for me. Like, he's like, you know, come sneaking around like, hey, bonjour, motherfucker. And then just you see him go, and just come after you. And hot dog, that was terrifying. Ooh, they coming. Ooh, yeah, exactly. Exactly that. All right, here's Pikachu! Is not very effective against Paris, but I did want to at least temporarily weaken this guy. It's wild because... Oh, God. Okay, listen. I'm going to throw a Pokeball, and I'm going to hope that this is enough. But I don't want... And not that I'm not super... Ooh, okay. Listen. God dang. All right, so cool. You're aggressive in Generation 1, too. I like it. I also hate it. Right? It's a Smokin' Joe Rude Paris right there. I am hopeful Tackle does not knock you out. Oh, no, we're good. We're good. All right, you're paralyzed. You're down below half health. We're gonna yeet another Pokeball. If we didn't have our dear sweet Kaisar, we would be potentially using a Paris because I've never used one before. Anyway, this is Paris, the mushroom Pokemon. Be sure to hydrate because I'm going to take a sip here. Delicious. Burrows to suck on tree roots. That's suspicious. The mushrooms on its back grow by drawing nutrients from the bug host. Yeah, pretty wild what they are capable of. All right, well, Mr. RG, Pokemon Equalist, it is now your turn, I would say, to jump in and nickname. Although, I'll be honest, we already have a pretty good front runner, just based on the fun fact that you shared with me. However, I would love for you to give me a nickname for Paris. I do apologize for being rude on screen and drinking in front of you. I'm doing anything in my power to keep my voice going. And of course, there is no pressure, Pokemon Equalist, if you do not have a name already. I can always... Paris is I believe... He's like a bug crab, so yeah, he is a crab. He is a crab. Oh gosh. He's got a he is a bug. He's a bug crab. Look, man, crabs and bugs all kind of ended up showing up in our Cambrian explosion. So, you know, bugs and crabs. Bugs and crabs. Crabs and bugs. Brabs. Crubs. Ugh, didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. I apologize. Pew pew. Exoskeleton. Fair. Alright, Pokemon Equalist. This is the final call if you've got a name for me. Otherwise, I'll open it up to chat for anybody else to dive in. Ooh, excuse me. As we wait here, ooh, Skeletor. What a name. Ah, man, now I might have to bring him out at some point. Yeah, I'm Skeletor. The mushrooms on my back are eating me. I am not nice. Fuck you, He-Man. Fantastic. Skeletor was transferred. Yeah! Beautiful. And you let me use my Skeletor voice, which I definitely cannot sustain today, but that is alright. Alright, we already beat this guy up. He saw him. He's sure they're from Team Rocket. Oh, right. Team Rocket. Also, that Paris kicked our Pikachu's ass, so we're going to, after we beat up this Zubat, we're gonna go heal. We're gonna go heal in the Pokemon Center, and then genuinely jump in and try to take on Mount Moon. And also, spoilers, young bug catcher. Spoilers about what we're gonna find in Mount Moon, right? One of the biggest glow-ups, I will say, in Pokemon has to be the move Leech Life. I don't remember what generation it was, but after being one of the most useless moves, I feel like it got a massive power boost, and suddenly became like an actual, like, deadly move. I feel like it was maybe Sun and Moon, that caused that shift. But whatever it was, I just remember suddenly being like, oh wait, I don't need to immediately replace Leech Life. Whatever the case, shout out to bug-type moves being... I guess, is Leech Life a bug-type move? I don't actually know if Leech Life is... I think it was still trash at Gen 3, at least. Yeah, it definitely was. It definitely was. Oh, hey, we have got 2 steps in. And guess who we found? The star of the show. It's beautiful. Undeniably. Anyway, we're going to break out It's Pikachu. And I'll be honest, that is the extent of the way I'm going to scream it. For those of you who don't know, and I've already done it once, typically it's based on the meme, who's that Pokemon? It's Pikachu! It's Clefairy! Fuck! But I can't sustain calling it, it's Pikachu! Tonight. So, It's Pikachu is gonna be what we refer to it as tonight. But we're gonna get him in here, get a little sweet, sweet revenge, and give us an opportunity to walk 2 steps and immediately be met with another Zubat. Now, listen, I don't like using repels, right? Not that I could right now, I don't have any. I don't like using repels because I feel like it takes a little bit away from the experience. However, when I tell you that Mount Moon and then subsequently Rock Tunnel are going to be absolute heckin' slogs because of this little bat bastard. Get it? Instead of rat bastard, it's bat bastard. Thank you, I'll be here all night. Or at least until the stream ends. Alright, so we did not get an opportunity to catch a Geodude, I feel like. Shoot, did we catch Geodude? No, it was Zubat and then Paris showed up. So we have not yet caught a Geodude. And while I don't think I'm going to be using him, at least I know he doesn't have Rock Throw. I'm still mad about that, by the way. For those who didn't watch episode 2, I spent a long time preparing myself for the potential inevitability that lost my train of thought there. I'm so sorry. The potential inevitability that we would be facing Brock with a Geodude that had Rock Throw. Alright, once you stop, you never stop clapping. You just have long... Oh. Is it clapping or clipping? You just have longer intervals between claps. I might be reading that wrong. I am so sorry. Brain do the no good brain hurty juice. Once you start, you never stop clapping. You just have longer... I now understand what you're saying. Hey, look, we caught a Geodude, but also Centrix. Come on, man. Yes, I know. I know now what you're saying. Oh my god. Yes, once you start, you never stop clapping. You only have longer intervals between claps. I get it now. Thanks, buddy. This has been a fun fact with Centrix. Of course. And of course you were doing the Skeletor meme. Alright, listen. Listen. I will do it once just for you. Hang on. Remember, once you start, you never stop clapping. You just have longer intervals between claps. Until we meet again. That one's for you, buddy. Anyway, look, a Geodude. Oh, boy, wow. You know what? This is the one fatal drawback to having a full-time job and then trying to do some fun streaming on the side is working the way I do in human services and with older adults. A lot of my energy goes into making sure that they are happy. That they are happy and healthy. There we go. Words are hard. So sometimes when I get smacked in the face with raw knowledge, like Centrix likes to drop into chat, sometimes my brain doesn't fully register it because I've been attempting to decompress from my brain being 100% the full time. Anyway. Plastic is made of oil. Oil is made of dinosaurs. And plastic dinosaurs are made of real dinosaurs. Until we meet again. It's too tempting, man. It's just too tempting to do the Skeletor voice every time you give me weird facts. Now that I understand the joke. Anyway, look, a Geodude for the third time. Anyway, mistaken for boulders, people often step or trip on them. What are we going to name our Geodude? What are we going to name him? What are we going to name him? Oh, I don't know. I kind of want to call him a traitor since he doesn't learn rock throw despite being a rock. And if he uses tackle, he's basically throwing himself at something. Let's see. You know what? Fun fact, it is Old Rock Day. That is a holiday here in the United States. Obviously not one that people actually care about, but it is my mission to make sure that my seniors celebrate a weird holiday every day. In honor of that, I think I'm actually going to name this Pokemon. In honor of that, one of the oldest rocks of all time. Igneous. I certainly hope I spelled that right. But anyway, Igneous is transferred into someone's PC. I certainly hope it was mine. Otherwise, someone's getting a spam email and a rock is going to pop out. What say you? Hold that thought. I have to deal with this rock. Alright, actually, this is a perfect opportunity. Level 10. We're going to get Hail Kaisar into the fray. The good news, at least with the Geodudes, is they are not going to be supremely difficult to deal with. The best part about Gen 1, or possibly the worst part, right? That wouldn't be a bad spam email, I'd take that. Honestly, out of some of the spam emails we've gotten in recent times, having just a Geodude land in my lap, not the worst thing, right? Ooh, Huntrix grew to level 8. Still no other moves. But Generation 1, for those of you who don't remember, do not have Pokemon abilities, which means Sturdy. What? I'm waiting for my friends to meet me here. Oh, you actually are a trainer. I got a rock. Oh, we certainly did. Oh, look! It's Clefairy! Fuck! Alright, well, it's a battle of cute things. My god, level 14? I forgot, I guess I'm technically dealing with the regular amount of leveling here. We're gonna give Jack a little bit of time here, and see if we can't get him a little bit of leveling up. Oh my god, okay. Jack, buddy? You good, fam? Okay, we're gonna hope that they spam Sing, and that it doesn't affect poor Jack. Because, oh my lord. Okay. Okay. I don't want Jack to faint. I want him to get at least some of Can we name the next rock friend Charlie in honor of the I Got a Rock meme? We sure can, pal. I think that's actually a super wonderful idea. All right, well, it's a battle of, it was a battle of the cute, oh, crap, baskets. It was a battle of the cute things, and now it's a battle of the potential mascots, as Pikachu is going to come out and then immediately take a nap, because that's a mood, Gabriella. Wow, riveting content, friends. A sleeping mouse and a completely paralyzed moon fairy. Oh, look. Did you just wake up to get bitch slapped? Unbelievable. Okay. Alright. That's fine. That's fine. Also, this Clefairy is ridiculously strong. I appreciate that, but also, holy hell. Well, that's neat. But, I'm already doing chipped in. Ooh, there it is! Critical hit, baby! Great job, it's Pikachu. Jack got a little bit of, stuff, and guess what? We've only taken a few first steps in, and, our Pokemon are absolutely beleaguered, so we're gonna go ahead and heal. Now, granted, I am trying to level up a fair amount of Pokemon, two of which don't have any viable moves to damage anyone. So once... No, God, no, I did the thing. I knew I was gonna do it. Thank goodness. The thing, by the way, is spamming the A button and then accidentally restarting the dialogue with Nurse Joy. Anyway, welcome to Mount Moon, where we're actually going to try now. So, listen, there is a trick. A long time ago, somebody taught me about maneuvering through mazes and caves, where you're supposed to, I think, keep your left hand on the wall, and that would eventually take you to where you need to be. For now... I'm gonna just kind of look around, get a little lost, but ultimately try my best to explore all the parts of Mount Moon. Let's see. Jack needs a boost because poor Jack got punched in the face by a cute moon fairy, and then I don't want him getting an inferiority complex against Clefairies here. So we're gonna beat up a couple bats, freaking bats. I love Halloween. All right. As we are going through and taking on these bats, I ask to all in the audience and all who will be watching after the fact, how are you? How is everybody? How is your day? As we are currently doing this on a Wednesday, happy hump day, and, well, once again, hey, look, a Zubat. I hope everybody's week has gone well. Glad to see, Rose, that yours is doing well, or that you're doing well. Listen, it is far easier said than done sometimes. A lot of people hate Mondays, right? Like Garfield always taught us to hate Mondays, and if you listen to the funny papers, or based your entire personality around it, like some people did, I like to say that Tuesday is almost worse, right? Because you're mentally preparing to hate Monday, and then all that hatred of Monday leaks over to Tuesday. However, Wednesday is weird because you know you're almost to the weekend, and then there's that sort of anxiety of what am I going to do this weekend, right? Because if you have... That's why you stream Tuesdays. That is very fair. That is very fair. Oh, hey, and immediately into a battle. What? Don't sneak up on me! You were in front of me, battling a Zubat very loudly for, like, 3 minutes. I didn't see you at all! Stop sneaking up on me! Come on, man. Buddy, why are you throwing it back? Super nerd out here trying to twerk his way to victory, huh? Oh, hi, Magnemite. I didn't know there was a Magnemite battle this early. And for those who remember, Magnemite is only an electric type right now because the steel typing did not get introduced until Generation 2. As such, we're going to put Caesar in there. Hail Caesar. Because we can get away with a couple of Vine Whips, which don't do a ton of damage, but electric type moves do not do as much to grass types. So, you know what? Let's get a little bit of that HP back so I don't have to worry as much about going to the Pokemon Center. Real Steel. Yeah, I will say... Oh god, I did it. My bad. My bad. Sorry, Caesar. I know, that one's on me. I will say, one of the coolest things that happened in Generation 2 is the introduction of the new typings. I really love the Dark and Steel type. Actually, Steel types are one of my favorite Pokemon types. Amazingly enough, my favorite Pokemon type is the normal type. And I don't know why. I mean, to be fair, I kind of know why, right? Because, my favorite is a normal type. However, a close second there is the Steel type, right? Like, what a combination. Also, Caesar grew to level 14. Voltorb. Alright, very cool, very cool. Huntrix, baby. We gotta get you another move. I gotta be... Lefish is just sitting there waiting. Oh wait, you got a new move! Hell yeah! Guess what? You're fighting now. Yeah, you're taking them on. Come on, baby. That's right. Go ahead and sing. Let's, Oh, he's screeching? That's fine. Our sounds are a lot sweeter. Says no one, because apparently you missed. Alright. Whoo! Don't love that. Don't love that Screech is a thing. Although that is an iconic high-pitch noise. I remember having... Everybody remembers those old headphones. The little thin plastic, and they had the little foam. Like, before, of course, earbuds and all those things. I remember plugging that into my little green Game Boy and just absolutely frying my brain with that high-pitched screech. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. That was a critical hit. Okay, so I feel a lot better about that, then. I do feel a lot better about that. Alright. And Huntrix grew to level 10. Fantastic. See, you did it all by yourself, babe. Wonderful. Now I need you to take a seat, because I need Lefish to get some stat boosts here. Honestly, we might be putting you in to help train Lefish. I have to find stronger Pokemon. Or, hear me out on this, tell me where you found the Voltorb and the Magnemite. Because you didn't find them here. Oh look, more things. Ooh, rare candy. For those who don't know what a rare candy is, it will give you a free level up. So I might hold on to that, because if we get real close with Lefish, and I don't feel like grinding anymore, I might be able to do that. I'll be honest, I don't know what this bug catcher just said. I try my best to actually read out what is happening on screen, but it's all good. Oh, I am Lefish. All I can do is Le Splash. But that is okay, because you're going to take on Huntrix. Don't miss how it's done. Alright. Huntrix, use this. He's gonna pound. For those of you who don't recognize the Huntrix reference, definitely go look up and watch K-Pop Demon Hunter. It's wonderful. Love the music. Love the vibe. Huntrix, baby, you can't have your second battle be you losing to a Caterpie. There we go. Alright. Metapod. God, I wish. Such a good movie. Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely, Mr. RG. Alright, Lefish. I'll be honest, I was a little late to watching it. right? I didn't watch it until my partner, Shayla, introduced me to it. And it was like, okay, like, mainly because I don't have Netflix, right? But, oh boy, am I glad I watched it. That was so good. I kept hearing these good K-pop songs, and I didn't have any context for it. And, like, I like K-pop enough, but, like, it was weird. It was a weird time. Sorry, let me get Jack in here. Give him some fun levels. Also, this will be a quicker fight because of the flying stab and weakness. But yeah, absolutely beautiful animation, beautiful music. I have the album, and I'll listen to it as like hype music to go into work. Because let's be real, traveling 45 minutes to work every morning can be a bit of a slog if you don't have some good music to listen to. And Le Fish! Have you heard the unreleased version of what it sounds like? I think I did. Cintrix, you'll have to bear with me. I don't know. If not, I'll definitely look it up later tonight. Yes, I do need to switch because I need Le Fish to keep leveling up. We're at level 8, so we only need 12 more levels before our Le Fish becomes Le Gyarados. I have no idea what kind of accent that was. It wasn't French. Anyway, let's get Jack back out there so he can crack this Caterpie. Oh, you can't even string shot me, buddy. You really struggling. You really struggling hard. All right. And I've reached the 1 hour mark, everybody. So welcome. Welcome into hour 1 of our dear, wonderful thing here. EJ did an interview recently where she showed off a bunch of early versions of the songs, and holy moly, does what it sounds like sound good. Hydrate! Hydrate indeed. Once again, I do have water, but I am using this tea as a deterrent to keep my voice alive, so I will make sure to take some water as well in a moment here. As a matter of fact, my friends, I'm going to go grab this item, and then as soon as I do... Well, okay, I'm going to battle this Pokemon. As soon as I grab... There is water in tea, however, remember that tea itself, much like coffee, can be a diuretic, and not... Whew, excuse me, weird chill. Not always effective. So please always make sure to drink water as well. However, once I do this and get that item, I'm going to take a brief moment to step away, use the restroom, and stretch my legs. Oh my lord! We are not losing to this Zubat. Come on, Huntrix. We might actually be losing. I don't like that. I don't like the idea of that. I've got 6 potions. There we go. Holy crap, I'm realizing that HP on Jigglypuff is amazing. Like, Caesar's 4 levels higher and has 4 less HP. Like, when we talk about, like, tanky Pokemon, I don't give enough credit to Jigglypuff's line for having the HP that it does. Well, that's pretty fascinating. I really didn't think about that. You know, when I think of a normal type, right, that has high HP, I almost always think of Chansey, right? And especially now with things like Pokemon Go, and other things, Blissey, of course, has ridiculous HP. But I'm gonna give Jigglypuff a little bit of love and credit here. All right, what do we got? An escape rope. Well, ain't that sweet? Listen, let's take a lovely look at our dear, sweet Huntrix as I go and take a brief moment to use the restroom, stretch my legs, and I will be right back. At this time, please feel free to do the same. And just so that I continue to make sure you guys have something to do and talk about, leave in the comments if you... comments. Good God. Sorry. Thinking back to my YouTube days. Hop in the chat and let me know what your favorite Pokemon type is and why. Be right back, my friends. Bear with me. Thank you. Alright, sorry about that, friends. Also, apologies for making it look like there was an earthquake. I slammed my knee right into my setup here, so my deepest apologies there. But let's take a look at what you guys ultimately said here. Let's see. Water and grass excuse me. Water and grass types. And of course, being a nature lover, Psyduck is your favorite. Is that a Psyduck with a knife? That sure is a Psyduck with a knife. I love it. Steel and Dark was just fascinated with the Mons in Generation 3, especially Aron and... or Aggron, maybe. And Sableye? Are you referring to Aron, the little guy, or Aggron, the big guy? Either way, fantastic choices. And, actually, Pokemon Equalist, it is funny you say Sableye. Excuse me, hiccups. That is my partner's favorite Pokemon. Excuse me. Alright, Centrix's fire type has always been really good, always has been really good with, fire. Last name literally has fire in it. Yes, yours does. It's hilarious, the coinciding things here. And of course you have a lit candle next to you. It smells great, by the way. For those who don't know, Centrix is, in fact, my fantastic and wonderful roommate. So, favorite Pokemon is Arcanine, because who wouldn't want a horse-sized, super loyal, fire-breathing dog who can run crazy fast at your side? Fair. Absolutely fair. Arcanine is great. I do love Arcanine. Of course, as I said, my favorite is the normal type, with Tauros being my absolute favorite. And you bet your sweet Bippy, we're going to try to catch a Tauros that you can ride, by the way. I know. Listen, when Sun and Moon came out, I need you to understand my excitement, right? My just pure, unadulterated joy when I saw you could mount a Tauros and just run around the island. It was so good. Alright, Liffish. Man, Huntrix is taking a beating. So we're going to give Huntrix a little break here and take It's Pikachu! Aeron. It's okay. Hey, listen, almost every one of my Aerons and every playthrough I've ever had of them, it was that generation's Rock Smash. It was. It was, because he's the best boy, and he saves you from having to have weak-ass Rock Smash as one of your HMs. But every Aeron that I have ever had has had to be named after the Key and Peele sketch, where he's like, "You done fucked up, Aeron." Oh, hey, Ace! Hello! Welcome in! Welcome in. Good to see you. Good to see you. It's okay, you can't hear right now. Well, you can see this. And I hope that you know that's coming to you. Alright? Do me a favor, Centrix. Would you be willing to give a shout out to Ace? Hope everything is well, Ace. I know that you're probably either getting off of work or just having to decompress from it, and I am so sorry you're not having a good time. I know you were talking about the struggles that you were having when we met yesterday, with work and everything like that. And while I will not put your personal stuff on the internet, but you don't, oh my darling, you don't worry a bit about bringing any vibes down. As I have said, the flamboyance is a safe space, right? If nothing else, please, please, please use this as a safe place for you to talk about what's going on, right? We're going to keep playing Pokemon. We're also going to keep choking on our own spit. I'm going to... Remember that I have a mute button, right? You are absolutely among friends. Ace, I'd like to introduce you to Rose and Mr. RG, or Pokemon Ecolist, two fantastic friends of mine from college. In fact, Pokemon Ecolist was a groomsman at my wedding. And while the wedding itself was incredible and wonderful, and the marriage is sort of no longer there, the memories that we shared in that moment will never go away, and we, of course, love everybody. I'm not somewhere I want to be, won't be able to hear it all. That's okay. Hey, listen. If you could, Centrix, can you please relay my words into chat real quick? And just let Ace know that it is completely fine, and that we love him very much, and that he is, of course, welcome to vibe and enjoy what we are doing as a way to be safe. Please, of course, don't use my exact words. I just gave you a full paragraph, but please let Ace know in chat that he is always welcome. Regardless if he can't hear me, he is loved. All right. And I know that was a whole lot that I just threw at you, but regardless, we are going to continue. Ace, you're in a safe place here, even if you can't hear me. And we love you. In fact, I can do this. I say, being unable to do this. Oh my goodness. Hang on. There we go. hope this is coming out. And I hope that you saw that. Whatever the case, we got another Zubat. We have another Zubat, which means Le Fish is going to stare at him for exactly 2 seconds, and then we're going to send out another Pokemon to take care of it. Again, I knew this was going to be a slog. We haven't even made it past the first level of Mount Moon. But that's okay. It's alright, because we're vibing, and we're making this a safe space for everyone. Also, Ace, I do have one quick question for you, and Centrix, again, thank you for being my fantastic moderator. Can you confirm, please, that Ace is safe, in a safe place, and that this is not a, I just want to make sure that they are in a safe location. Obviously, their safety is paramount, but... Oh, hi, Oddish! Ain't you just a little cutie? God, it is the one fatal flaw of having Caesar, but again, I guess I have said that I'm not gonna try to, like, do anything too aggressive with the, like, type advantages and things like that. Oddish is cool. I like his little guy. He's just a little dude. He's just a little dude. I like him. He's not gonna get very much, no, I don't wish to alarm you. Judging by JOXD Discord, I think they are safe, but Ace, you are not worrying me except for just the fact that you are a beloved friend, and I want to make sure that you are safe in your space. Oh, ignore the butt. Ignore the butt. Ignore. We'll get there eventually, buddy. Yeah, take your time. Oh, I'll text Centrix, can't access group chat. Perfect. Centrix, I do have my phone up, so if there is anything of immediate importance, please let me know. Ah, yes. Ah, for 9 by 8. How are we? I think I just summoned a demon. Oh yeah, one more thing. That is certainly something of interest there. I have a listen. I love to believe that your cat just stepped on your keyboard, right? But it's okay. All right. Wow. What the fuck? What? Okay, now maybe I'm missing something. Whatever the case, there is certainly a lot happening in chat right now. Bellsprout. I almost forgot what I was gonna do there. Oh, perfect. Thank you for giving Ace the shout out. I appreciate it. Again, friends, please, as Little Fish stares down this Bellsprout, please do not hesitate to go and check out Ace Nocturne VT, a fantastic streamer who does a whole variety of different things. Most recently, I believe they were playing Planet Crafter, which is a super fun game. They've been playing as well with Centrix, which has been phenomenal. I hope that you all take the time to go and give Ace Nocturne VT a follow, a close friend of mine, both in and out of the digital space. So please, please, please give them all the love that you can. We appreciate them for the amazing work that they do. He's amazing. I love him. Please follow away. I don't know what that was, but I'm testing things out, right? Maybe I'll say that in the future again. Who knows? Anyway, let's give Jack a chance to take this sassy little... Excuse me. What? Listen, we've all seen the cunty Reggie Rock with a handbag memes, but can we talk about... Girl, what are you serving right now, Bellsprout? Look at this. Ooh. Ooh. I'm just a little bell. Look at my pursed lips. Ooh. Did you get some work done, girl? I don't think I've ever realized how sassy the Bellsprout sprite was in Generation 1. right? Like, because once you get past a certain point, like, of course, their mouth is, like, wide open, and they look very much like a Plants vs. Zombies avatar, but he just, ooh, he giving a little leg, too. Look at that little, oop, I'm here. I love that. I love that. There's going to be a whole... there's going to be a whole thing now with Cunty Bellsprout with a handbag. Hey, Jack got a little bit extra XP. Oh, I lost it. Yeah, you did. And if it's your mind, I can't help you there. Anyway, I'm going this way now. Gonna see what's over here. There's more stuff. Yeah, hello? Did you come to explore too? You sure thinking the right way, man. You're sure thinking the right way. I sure did. Hey, what up? It's me, the rat. I'm gonna bite this fimsh. Alright, confirmed Ace is safe. Fantastic. I am glad to hear that. I'm sorry they're having a rough time. I'm sorry. Hello, Leia. Are you just trying to make sure your buddy Ace is okay? Come on. Come on. No. Okay. You just wanted attention. That's okay. That's okay. Yeah, well, if you want attention, you gotta come up and say hi to everybody. Huh? Yeah. This is the beauty and the trials and tribulations of streaming with cat children. Is that... Oh, my lord! Okay, listen. Yikes, that quick attack is strong. Golly, okay. Alright, I get it. I get it. You're very pretty, Rattata. Whew. Alright. Moving ahead, we're gonna get a little... Yeah, that's alright. Ooh, shake your butt, shake your butt. You're still gonna get knocked out. Bye! Yeah. Oh, critical... You know, kind of wasting the critical hit, Jack, when there's only, like, 2 experience points left. Alright, well, you're gonna have another chance at a Rattata, bud. Let's get Lefish involved. Hi, baby. You're so beautiful. I love you. You're so pretty. You're so pretty. Oh, okay. Alright. Whew. Yikes. Alright, so I did get the breakdown of what is going on, and Ace, I am so sorry. So sorry, darling, that is what's going on. If at any point you can hear me, I do hope that you know that you are loved, and let me know what goes on in the future here, okay? Let's go ahead and get Beebles in, because if nothing else, having a fully evolved Pokemon against the raw, unmitigated fury that is this rat, will definitely give us a little bit of help. Also, thank you again, Centrix, for essentially being my informant on everything going on this evening. We appreciate you for all you have done. Yikes! On a bike. Holy crap. Okay. This rat is not a... Goodness. Okay, there we go. We got a Zubat. I'm not as worried about a Zubat, right? Yikes. Didn't think I was going to have this much trouble with Rat, but here we are. Also, my god, my team is wrecked right now. We're going to have to... God, we're going to have to backtrack, aren't we? Rattata is an absolute early game menace. You are correct, my friend. All right, Jack. Let's beat up this bat, and we'll make our way. We'll make our way out of the cave, I guess. I might have to do that, because I want everybody to have an opportunity to have level ups here. Also, I know for a fact that we are looking at a tougher challenge. Whoa, you shocked me. Oh, you're just a kid. Why is everybody here assuming that, like, it's not actually that dark in there. Like, you don't need to use flash. High attacks after this level and gets access to mid-tier moves very early. Yeah, listen, I know all about Super Fang and all that stuff. And I'm not looking forward to that. But, whew, we're gonna take a nice little break from the bats and rats and take on this dude. Wow! Look at you. Hail Kaisar! And Layfish got up to level 10, which means we're halfway there. Will I switch Pokemon? Yes, because we're going to continue hooking up Layfish. Hooking up Layfish. Come on, Layfish. And then goodbye, Layfish. This is also probably giving us a little bit of our trouble here, because the Pokemon that are coming in are immediately taking a hit because we're having to switch them in. So we would be in a much different set of circumstances, I believe. Okay, listen. This hiker is basically just Brock, but with one extra Pokemon. That's a little absurd. I will... God, he's so cool. I'm sorry, Onix's sprite in this gen is just really badass. I actually really love Onix. I know that I said I love Steel types, and I do love Steelix. I actually like Onix a little bit more than Steelix. But that's okay. That is okay, because I feel like we are allowed to... Onix giving you the finger there. He really is, though, right? That's okay. I give him the finger right back in the form of a Vine Whip. So. Wow. Shocked again. Alright. So, It's Pikachu is the only one here who is technically fainted. Oh, hey, look, a Moonstone! Which means we can, at some point, we can evolve Huntrix. Now, I'm not going to do it yet. I feel like Huntrix doesn't learn moves as Wigglytuff, so I want to make sure that it's getting moves first, and then we evolve it. Listen, I'm gonna use the escape rope. And I'm gonna heal my boys here, because, again, because we are doing the, unique strategy of lay fish and then someone else takes the hit. It is causing a little bit. Gyarados learns the only dragon type move in the game at level 25. Is it Dragon Rage? I kind of feel like it's Dragon Rage. I feel like that's the only one I've ever personally heard of. Anyway. Hey, I was correct. Hey, it's a bat! Alright, Layfish. Listen. We're gonna just throw It's Pikachu out here. Give ourselves a little bit of... experience points for the dear lad. That is the one thing here. There's no gender in Generation 1, except for the Nidoran line. So you will hear me, as a resident non-binary individual who does not adhere to the binary of gender, you'll hear me kind of swap between, like, good girl, good boy, good anything. It's really kind of based on their vibes. Layfish is just a fish. The only dragon move in the game is locked at doing exactly 40 damage. Oh, also, yes, apologies. My pronouns, for anybody who does not know, are they, them. They, them. This is a bit more of a recent understanding. I've spent a lot of years kind of shifting between being gender fluid, not really sure where I was. But they, them. They, them. Non-binary. actually came out in 2025 and finally came to terms with that. Hell yeah, it's fluid. Oh my god, here we go, round 2 with the cats being ridiculous. Whew, I'm gonna be able to have clip compilations of me just jumping out of my skin here, baby. Whew. But yes, for anybody who is asking, I'm never afraid to talk about it. I am non-binary, pansexual, and another recent development, polyamorous, which is not related to anything sexuality or gender identity, but is rather just how I handle relationships. Also, yeah, I apologize. What am I fighting right now? It's Pikachu, get out there. Sorry, back to the actual game. I may like fire, but I am the liquid. Yeah. Okay, but listen. I kind of want you to put that on a shirt, right? For those of you who have never seen Centrix in real life, which I think is everybody but, like, Ace, if they're still here, and myself, this friend, Centrix, has some phenomenal shirts. Like, also, great job, It's Pikachu, for just crushing this, this Zubat. But yeah, that definitely is a shirt that you would wear, Centrix. Also, I went ahead and just hopped in here because I can. I have no idea if this is actually the right way. It probably is. But at this point, we're gonna find out. Hola, la fish. Adios, la fish. Let's get It's Pikachu out here. I need to get a water bottle that just says gender on the side. Gotta get my gender fluids in. Okay, but listen. Make that order for 2, because I want that as well. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. But yeah, just to kind of flatten out the, not flatten out. Oh god, I did go the right way. Throne. You might want to explain that one to me, Rose. I'm sorry. Unless you are offering up the throne to Centrix, which absolutely please take it. Hello, Team Rocket, who are Pokemon gangsters. Check my notes later. Okay. No, please. Again, that's totally fine. Anyway, listen. Every Team Rocket member is gonna sound like he just kind of fell out of Jersey. Hey, I'm walking here. Hey, I'm stealing your Pokemons. Oh, look, I got a Sandshrew. Oh, my God. After we almost team wiped with that Sandshrew back in Pewter City, Anyway, not a problem anymore because we have Grass-type moves. Team Rocket Joey. Hey, Yugs, I'm stealing Pokemon. I've transcended a children's card game to another children's card game. I love that. I love that. Now, oh yeah, they're all gonna have really, really bad butchered Brooklyn accents. As a human being whose family is from Chicago, I have no right to have any type of Brooklyn accent. Or variation of a New Yorker's accent, stereotypical or otherwise. Listen, les fish, we're not gonna let the rat hurt you again. Actually, you've never been hurt. I don't think you've ever actually had an opportunity to get hit. You have lived a pristine life. I am gonna give Huntrix a chance. Huntrix got some pretty solid opportunities here for some level up. Yikes! On a bike. Okay, alright. That was not great. But we are dealing a little bit, we're doing a little bit of damage here. I'm gonna go with the much, oh god, please no. Oh, look at you, Huntrix! Whoa! Very nice, Huntrix! 1 HP taking on that ugly-ass rat. And Lefish got to level 11, so... And Huntrix grew to level 11! Oh, yeah. Very exciting. All right, Team Rocket's about to use Zubat. Yeah, well, guess what? I have Le Fish. Ha ha. Oh my goodness. Wow. Huntrix deserves a rest after that one. We're gonna break out its Pikachu. Also, at some point, I realized I have chicken nuggets sitting next to me that I've been smelling this entire time. You're gonna confuse me? That's a shame. I'm gonna paralyze you. Things you can say in Pokemon that will get you in big trouble in real life. Oh, you confused me? I'm going to paralyze you. Very good. And you're fully paralyzed. That sucks for you. That sucks for me, too. Oh, God. Okay. Can we break out of... Stop being confused, it's Pikachu. Baby, I was in the closet. I was baby in the closet for 19 years, okay? It is a confusing and tumultuous time. All right? Thank you. Thank you. Come out of your own closet, strike down this bat, and everything will be okay. Okay? Man, full paralysis. I feel like paralysis happens a lot more in the early gens. I feel like the chance to be paralyzed was higher. Maybe I'm tripping. I genuinely don't know. Hey, I blew it here. Well, what are you, Emperor Palpatine? Pokemon battle, blew it. Right? Darn it all! My associate won't work. It won't stand for this. Okay, this one specifically is Emperor Palpatine and not a New Jerseyan. Ooh, what's this? An HP up. I kind of feel like I want to use that, and I know exactly who to use it on. I'm gonna give it to Huntrix, because Huntrix is already a stacked HP powerhouse, and I'm just gonna lean into what it does best. Alright, beautiful. Also, I am gonna use a potion to boost Huntrix back up. Actually, you know what? I have a couple. I'll use 2. There we go. I should not be afraid to use the items that I've collected, right? All right, very good. Oh, that's right, this isn't the exit. This is just a dude who got lost like me. All right, Le Fish. That's great. Zubat, it's all good. I'm going to sap your strength, he says. And I'm going to shock the living daylights out of you. It's fine, it's fine. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me because you're dead. Hey, it's Pikachu grew to level 12. Fantastic. Well, let's backtrack, leaving behind Emperor Bitchpatine here. And then we can go check out another place. Oh man, my falsetto is wrecked. It's alright. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Everything's fine. You can typically tell when I am having a harder time with my voice because my octaves will go a little bit lower. Unfortunately for me, I do experience what I like to call Batman voice, which is when I overextend and overreach my voice too much, to a point that I unfortunately sound like Batman. And while I do my best to avoid that, sometimes, unfortunately, I don't have a choice. Fun fact about my methods of working. I work in the as a director of activities at a adult day service place. And I won't give any names because I'm not trying to dox myself, but the space that I'm currently in is a pretty large facility, right? Large enough that the space in which we can have people is large enough that I need to be able to project, right? And as such, if I'm not careful, I will overextend my voice. But I have to be loud, right? I have to project, I have to be loud, and I have to be sort of, you know, a strong orator, as it were, in order to successfully have them hear me, right? Shout out to Centrix, who's walking by. Also, oh yeah, speaking of shirts, I am wearing one with the angry possum and a cowboy hat with the caption, "Yeehaw, fuck the law." He sure is. Sure is, I just saw it. But let's go ahead and find that other spot here. Oh, did we fight you? We might have fought her. How's it going, dude? How's it going indeed? Alright. Yeah, really the only thing I really want to do here is make sure I get through Mount Moon successfully, so I'm not gonna waste any time flirting with non-type matchups here. How do you get out of here? You walk. Oh, hi, Paris. Again. Listen, this is good fodder for Jack. Alright, let's go ahead and get Jack a couple experience points here as we move forward. Alright. Okay, we took one step and immediately we're met with who else but Zubat. What I really should have done, instead of naming the stream "God damn it, Mount Moon," was make a bat pun. But let's be real, I didn't have the brain power for that. And also, I named it "God damn it, Mount Moon" last night as I was trying to get the stream set up for today, because I knew that I would have a limited amount of time after work in order to jump in. Ooh, not you being all confusion-y. That's not a word. Pikachu? Thank you. Thank you. None of that, please. Alright, let's see what this does. Take me to your leader. Oh shoot, is this the way? It might be. What's up here? TM1. What is TM1? Let's find out. Booted up TM. Mega Punch. Mega Punch to a Pokemon. Ooh, okay. Alright. So listen. Huntrix. Sometimes you simply must Simba your cats. It is one of the few laws I abide. Absolutely. Absolutely you need to. That's basically what I do anytime Leia comes over here and demands pets. Listen. Huntrix getting Mega Punch gives it a same type of tap bonus on a pretty solid move. Normally I'd hold off and I'd wait. I think I want tiny little pink fists to United States of Smash things. So I'm gonna immediately give Mega Punch to Huntrix. Fantastic. Love it. Love that for me. Love that for them. Alright. Let's go ahead and take on this, oh, never mind. Let's go ahead and take on this wild Pokemon. Wild Pokemon. And you'll never guess what it is. New from the makers of Zubat, it's Zubat. And you know what? Just for kicks and giggles, I'm gonna break Huntrix out here, and I'm gonna punch it in the face. But apparently I'm going to have to wait until it done leached my life. Beautiful. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Alright. Huntrix, don't miss how it's United States of Smash. Uh-oh. Hey, we're pulling a big job here. Get lost, kid. See, listen, unless you're part of some weird BDSM cult, put the whip away and fight me. You gotta take me out to dinner first before we start doing anything like that. A friendly reminder to everybody, as I just said that out loud, that I am an adult stream, and that if you have your children watching me either now or in post, a friendly reminder, you do so at your own risk, as I do leave a fair warning that there is language and adult themes sometimes in what I do. While I do my best to remain friendly for all and have a safe space, I also think that it's important for you to remember, I warned you. I don't want to get any comments later. I'll get them eventually. I know it will happen. It happens to everybody. But let's see. Ooh. All right. After Huntrix got a move, we've really kind of been not using it so much. So I'm gonna punch this snake in the face. I'm gonna miss this snake in the face. Use pound. Don't you dare. Don't you critical hit. Stop that. We'll use a couple pounds here. Bat. Now we'll punch it in the face. There we go. Bada bing, bada boom, bitch. Alright, Le Fish slowly but surely making its way up to level 12. We're almost to level 20, 8 levels away. If you find a fossil, give it to me and scram. You're not my supervisor. Ooh, I found an ether. To which, up until recently, I never used... Wait. Okay, so this actually isn't the way out. Good. Cool. Great. Wonderful. It is actually great and wonderful, because that means that I have been not missing anything, which I think is excellent. So. And there's this dude. Alright, let's see what brings about. So the one Pokemon we have not seen yet as a wild Pokemon is Clefairy. I have not seen a Clefairy yet, which is not necessarily a bad thing, because we're not going to use one in the playthrough, but it would be cool to have it if I do decide to go with a full catch-em-all mentality. That Geodude, however, is no more. So I'm kind of hoping, I think you can only find Clefairies, like, in the deeper parts of Mount Moon. But I'll be honest, because we already have Jigglypuff, I may not do what I did with Jigglypuff, where it was a situation of, spending a lot of time, 30 minutes worth of time, going around in a circle. I think respectfully, we have the, potential Jigglypuff, Wigglytuff. Clefairy is just sort of the, added bonus, being one of the few Moonstone, Pokemon that we can use. How's it going, dude? Alright. Bring out good old Hail Kaisar. Beautiful. That's cute. Anyway, Whip you. Listen, Team Rocket's not allowed to use whips because they're using them for harm. I'm using them because I can. For harm. I'm obviously doing so in what is considered the ethics of this game. I am not whipping the Pokemon. Anyway, we're going to continue raising Le Fish. And Caesar getting close here. Getting close to a magical girl transformation. If you know, you know. evolution. Basically just magical girl transformations for every Pokemon. Hey, little kids should leave grown-ups alone. Oh, don't give me that whole children are better seen, not heard shit. I don't want to hear it. He's only got one. Oh my god. Hi, buddy. You doing okay? Listen. Don't be awful. Beebles, get in here. We're using Fully Evolve versus Fully Evolve. Alright, first things first. God, you are fast. Come on, poison him. Oh, God. Okay. Cool. Listen, Pikachu, I'm hoping that he banks on a tail whip here. Oh, he does. Okay. Yes. Okay. I should have done this first. Genuinely. I should have done this because that is a nasty, nasty little rat right there. A level 16. Level 16 Raticate with none of my Pokemon even being that strong. No way. Huh. Well, isn't that interesting? For those who don't know, I am also a sports friend. Hi, Leia. I'm telling important NBA news. Do you give me a minute? Anybody who is a fan of the NBA may know that Trae Young, perennial all-star for the Atlanta Hawks, has recently been requesting a trade. If you can believe it, he is coming to the Washington Wizards. The Washington Wizards have just traded for him for a whole mess of things. Here we go. Hang on. Let me be sure here. They are trading Trae Young to the Wizards for CJ McCollum and Corey Kispert. So, Trae Young getting a new home in the nation's capital. For those of you who don't pay attention to sports, I apologize, but you can't take the sports out of the NBA. I did go to college with half of you and had a degree in recreation and leisure studies. So, respectfully, you know what you signed up for with this friendship. Oh god, Hyperfang. Cool. Cool. Jack, I'm gonna need you to do your best, buddies. Do your best amazing rat murderer impression. Come on, bud. You got this. This is a wildly strong Raticate. I mean, of course, it's essentially a mini-boss. I get it. But, like... Wow. Hey, yo, I'm steamed like a steamed ham. Aurora Borealis. At this time of year, at this time of day, located entirely within your kitchen... Can I see it? No. Oh. Alright. We walk. Zubat is following me. Walk. Fish is here. Well, I would have used its Pikachu to wipe out this Zubat, but I unfortunately had a very large rat infestation kind of take out what I was going for. So, hoo boy, Jack gonna get a little extra time on the clock here. Let's see, take a big steppy backwards here. Just take a moment to relax. For those of you who have not had an opportunity, please take your time, stretch it out. I know it's kind of hard to do so when you're sitting, but I appreciate any opportunities to take a quick breather and stretch. I am gonna go ahead and adjust myself in the chair, get a little bit more of a... there we go. Good night. I tasted that. Anyway, also, take your time to hydrate, friends. I've almost completed my tea. which is good. All right. The fish gained 46, and Jack goes up to level 13. Fantastic. Whew, all right. What? Oh, a Paris. Well, you know what? That works out for me, because if we're going to give Jack a little extra time in the spotlight, it's better that you give me something like Jack here, or Paris here, so that we can steamroll some Pokemon here a little bit. Oof. All right, we are getting closer and closer to an important decision that will need to be made. Excuse me. Whew. I bet you can't guess what that decision is. No, one of the most important decisions in Mount Moon is, of course, to select one of the fossils. Select one of the fossils. Now, listen, when it comes to the fossils, right, I want to be very clear. My personal favorite amongst the two fossils is Kabuto and the Kabutops line. However, I have not ever officially praised Helix, right? I have never used an Omastar. So I might use an Omastar in this playthrough. Oh, hey, how you doing? Ayo, Team Rocket will find the fossils, we'll revive them, and then we'll sell them for cash. For cash. For cash monies. Not if I get to him first, bitch! Ha ha! Also, yes, praise Helix. One of the most iconic moments on Twitch. And yeah, Kabutops, Kabutops is pretty fucking cool, dude. Like, you're telling me it's a horseshoe crab that becomes the Grim Reaper? Like, shit's fucking cool. But I gotta give Omastar a little bit of love. So, okay. Rats. We're the rats. We hate these little rats because they are harder to attack. Jesus, with the critical hits, man. And the quick attack. Well, there we go. I guess that's it for Jack. Okay. Listen, we're gonna do a little bit of leech CD strats here. And we're gonna hope for the best. Oh my god, with the critical hits, man. Look, I get it. It's attached to speed in this round, in this generation, but good freaking got me. No, not Caesar. Oh, we're in trouble. We're in big trouble. I'm gonna use a potion. Oh no. Are we about to get... There's no way. Mega Punch. Come on. Stick with me, Huntrix. Remember, Huntrix don't miss. Thank you. Alright. Holy hell, man. Alright. We're up to level... Oh my god. Okay. It's a Zubat. I am not about to lose to a fucking Team Rocket grunt. You know what? Yes, I am gonna switch because we're gonna let Lay Fish take his first damage of his entire life, so I can use this potion to heal Huntrix, so I can potentially limp out of here. All right. There we go. It's fine. Okay, less fine. Little less fine. Don't. Okay. All right. It's fine. It's not fine. It's fine. Don't do it again. Okay. Okay. Well, you're getting your first real action, buddy. Well, anyway, as I'm spamming this until my fish ultimately splashes itself into oblivion. A friendly reminder that this is a vanilla playthrough and just for vibes. And I hate to tell you, vibes are a little off right now. Right? It's okay. It's alright. No big deal. It's okay. Nothing like crossing the 2-hour mark to the sound of the fish slowly dying. Right? Ah, man. Well, you know what? It's okay, right? This will officially be, I believe, our first blackout. So it is very possible that we're just getting it out of the way, right? We get it out of the way in Mount Moon, and we never have to worry about this again. But you bet your sweet Bippy, I'm gonna beeline my way back to this Team Rocket bastard, and we're gonna kick his ass. Alright, sorry, Le Fish. I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do. At least you did it to yourself. I'm out of usable Pokemon, and I blacked out. Oh! El Saminito. Hello there. And welcome in to the SPJ Gaming Network. Allez détruire. I'm not respectfully. I don't want to butcher your language there, but welcome in. Hope you are well. And sorry that you entered my. Thanks for the try, of course. If you'll forgive me, it's English only, please. You know, listen. You are more than welcome to speak in your native tongue. Just understand that if you're trying to express anything to me, I may actually need a Google Translator. So you'll have to forgive me for that. But El Saminito. Oh, hello. It was just a joke. Sorry. Oh. Thanks for the try. Oh, it's all good. Anyway, El Saminito. Am I saying your name right? I want to make sure that I'm properly doing that. Anyway. Welcome into the SPJ Gaming Network. Hope everything is well. Yeah, it's good. Perfect. You just witnessed the first, and hopefully last, blackout of this. Can you just guess the language? Sure. It's, I want to say French. However, having the El Saminito in your name, makes me want to also look into, like, Portuguese or something like that. Because that's not something, that I have learned in Spanish. But, hey, did I get it right the first time? Perfect. So, El Saminito, what does Allez détruire mean, if you don't mind doing a translation for me? If you don't want to worry about it, I will also be happy to translate it with technology. Whatever the case, let's go destroy them. Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate the hype there, and the good vibes. Unfortunately, we got our ass kicked shortly after that. Spoken about the last battle. Yes, we are going to go back, and we are going to absolutely wreck that that good-for-nothing Team Rocket member. But again, welcome in, El Saminito. I hope that that your isn't that good. I'm trying to understand all you are saying, of course. And I apologize. Of the languages that I do speak, I speak a small amount of Spanish. English is my primary language, and I do know a little bit of American Sign Language. Regrettably, French is not one that I have very much practice with. However, it is something that I would love to learn in the future so that I can be more well-rounded with the individuals that I speak with, right? Because there is no problem, in my opinion, in learning something new in order to better communicate with the world. I heard that French isn't easy to learn. Respectfully, English is not easy to learn either, so you are absolutely valid in that, and you're right. And as we age, language learning becomes more difficult for our brains. It's Pikachu, please, baby. Please, we're not doing this again. Just, thank you. Just fry the bat, and then we're gonna go fry that rat. So yeah, no, honestly, it's fascinating, truly fascinating how the variety of languages globally that we have. You know, today you have to speak English even when you're not English. You know what? You are absolutely right that English is predominantly put its mark on things because there is an expectation there. I would love for it to be a scenario where people are willing to learn other languages, right? One of my biggest regrets growing up is that I didn't take... It's actually funny you mentioned that, Pokemon Equalist, because among trying to learn Norwegian, which, of course, is part of my ancestry, I have also begun to start trying to learn Finnish. Although, I'll be honest, Duolingo really only lets me have enough time for one thing. Also, hi, Leia. Would you like to be shown? Huh? Were you like, oh, I'm sorry, speaking languages? You don't speak my language, which is cat. Everybody say hi again to Leia. She's just a little baby. Am I from the UK? I am not. I'm from the United States. But it is... Norway is where my ancestors are from. I actually still have some family in Norway, and though I don't really communicate with them all that much, we are aware of each other, and of course, can send things like thumbs up and other universally recognized emojis to each other on occasion. What part of Norway? They are just outside of Oslo. Just outside of Oslo. That's unfortunately really all I know. Actually, it's funny because somewhere in my current effects behind me, big city people, yeah. I don't know if they specifically were raised in Oslo, but yes, El Seminito, I am from the USA. Yes. However, I have a family that is from Norway. So while I was born in the USA, they are Norwegian. But somewhere in my effects, my great aunt has a much stronger connection to my family in Norway, and actually went and was able to visit them, which was pretty fascinating. And documented the whole thing in a booklet. Like, she created a little book for our family and handed them out to all, like, the grandkids and great-grandkids and things. And as I've sort of been rebuilding my living space, I just recently came across it again, and it was really cool to see some of the photos. Anyway, just to get back into the game for a moment here, we're making our way back to the entrance. Travel to the US is a dream for all of us in France and maybe in Europe, I guess. Travel to the USA is a dream. You know what? I get it, right? There's a lot of diversity in the USA. a lot of different places, a lot of different climates, a lot of different locations. So I completely understand. I find it fascinating. I don't know why I just put Caesar out there. I apologize. Yeah, I was gonna say, that's super effective. Yikes, buddy. You know what? Tackle him into the ground. It's fine. I find it funny that wherever you are, a human being has that longing to travel outside of their space. And it's not everybody, right? A lot of people are homebodies and would want to stay where they are. But as a citizen of the USA, I can tell you, I have not seen probably 80% of my own country. Which is a wild thing to think about, because thinking about Europe and sort of the close proximity of the countries that, hey, look, a Clefairy! We're gonna catch you, because this is a rare little sight here. My apologies for breaking the conversation there. But it's fascinating that when there is travel amongst Europe, you know, you're jumping into a different country within a couple hours of travel. Whereas here in the US, where I'm located, like, I can get to a few different states in a couple hours, but not be outside my own country. And it's something that just sort of fascinates me about how the world map kind of was built, right? And the fact that, you know, the wide expanse of the US is definitely very attractive to a traveler. And it's actually pretty, oh god, okay. Listen, we're gonna throw the Pokeball, and we're gonna catch the Clefairy. But you know what? While I am not personally recommending, just because of a fair number of safety hazards here, we're lucky for having proximities between country here. Really, truly, it is fascinating to be able to go and just have such different cultures. And while I would not personally recommend traveling to the country right now, for a variety of reasons, safety reasons, all of that, I will say, in the future, definitely make some time. All right, hey, we caught the Clefairy, fantastic. I would love to know if anybody has a nickname that they would like to share. El Saminito, since you are part of the crew right now, part of us, I don't know if you have any nicknames for Clefairy, or if you're able to sort of understand what I'm asking. Right? Oh, what's happening? Hold on. Follower goal. Hey! What do you know? My friends. Oh, my name is Sammy. You know what? Sammy, thank you. I believe that was you who just followed me. My friends, I set a goal for myself to get 30 followers. And I was just alerted that I officially now have 30 followers. So you know what, Sammy? Thank you again for powering through and joining our chat today, despite the language barriers. We're gonna name Clefairy after you, Sammy. So here's to you, my friend. And thank you again. And of course, you are always welcome here. Okie dokie, friendos. It is late in this time zone, so I shall sleep soon. Thank you for the stream, friend. Yes, of course, Centrix. Thank you so much. And thank you again for all of your help with everything earlier in making sure that our safe space for the flamboyants remained a safe space. We appreciate that. As you can hear from my voice, my friends, I am also running low on my voice. I'm going to do my best to continue, but I am going to cap the stream at right around no later than 3 hours. So I'm going to say maybe another hour here. unless my voice gives out before then. All right, but my goal is to get through Mount Moon and get us at least into Cerulean City, which is important to me, to make sure that we're making some meaningful progress. But Centrix, please be safe, be wonderful, have a wonderful night. I will do my best not to yell too loud, which shouldn't be a problem since I'm barely able to talk at all. So, but of course, please take care and thank you. All right. That Mega Punch hits like a truck. To go back to what we were saying, you know that here we've been watching American movies since we were kids. It'd be a dream to see American high schools the way that we know them from TV shows or movies. Sammy, I wish... Oh, no, not Siri. You're not... Nope. I said Sammy, not Siri. Siri. Excuse me. Thank you. Sorry about that. Sammy, I've got to be honest with you. They are not. Yeah, Rose says it there. They are nothing like the movies. I will say, it may be cliche. No, cliche is the right word. Absolutely. I completely all white walls at the one I attended. Yeah. Now, I will say, Hollywood took some liberties with the American Pies of the world. Yeah, I would say that is the case. I will say, if you are looking for the visual experience of what the American high schools look like in the movies, your best bet is to go to Texas. Texas is a notorious United State for being a little aggressive with sizing. Because of our affinity for American football, a lot of Texas high schools look a lot like what you see in those. Fast and Furious, Grand Theft Auto, Prison Break, you have all of that, and it's amazing. You know what? I'll give you some credit, right? You've got some pretty solid titles there. I'm actually... Shout out to Prison Break. Haven't heard of that. Haven't heard from Prison Break in a long time. A great show. And I'm glad that you're enjoying what we have to offer. I will say, as weird as Hollywood can be sometimes, right? And trust me, Hollywood is weird sometimes. Can you say a famous movie from France? Okay, listen, I genuinely can't, and I apologize. However, there is a French animation studio that made a TV show called Code Lyoko, and it is one of my favorite animated shows of all time. It's one of my favorite cartoons of all time. Code Lyoko was so amazing, and I will say, on just a side, I know... Oh, sorry. Code Lyoko. Yes, Code Lyoko. I believe that was made by a French... I believe that was made by a French animation studio. No way, it's amazing. Yes, I love Code Lyoko. It's one of my favorite cartoons of all time. And when I found out that it was a French studio that made it, and again, I want to be very clear, right? I'm an older human being. They did translate it into English. And it was a mid-afternoon cartoon for us. So it was right after coming home from school that we were able to watch it. It's awesome they translated it into Finnish too. Pokemon Ink List. Also, Huntrix, please, baby. We need a pretty full team if we're gonna go kick that Team Rocket member's ass. But no, yeah, Code Lyoko. Loved Code Lyoko. Absolutely phenomenal. There we go. There we go. That's using the old noggin there. Oh, come on! Supersonic. We get it. You're a bat. There we go. Good job, buddies. All right, now Now let's get back. Okay. You know what? This is the... Oh, okay, it's a Geodude. I was gonna say, this is the point of the night where those Zubats become a little bit more annoying, I guess I could say. All for the sake of Le Fish getting a bigger evolution boost. There we go. All right. We've made it to the floor, that next floor, and they're immediately accosted. Although no add to the USA in 2017. I believe that's moved. I think Pokemon Equalist. Oh, yep, there it is. Yeah. Sammy. Fun fact: Pokemon Equalist was one of my roommates in college. Where that was, I won't say to keep everybody's data safe. But yeah, one of my best roommates I ever had in college. And actually, we bonded over Pokemon. So it's pretty fantastic. Came to Helsinki 10 years ago. Very good country. Very cold. Yeah, also, speaking of cold, it's not where I am right now, and it bothers me. We should be having temperatures at least in the 20s and 30s. Explain to me why I had to slog through a day in the high 50s today. Blech. Hate it. I'm a cold weather friend. Oh, sorry, bro. I didn't understand what you said to me. That is okay. Yeah, it's hard for me to... I don't know how else to explain it. We went to school together. Once Pokemon Equalist made it to the US. So that is a fun little fact about us. I also went to school with Rose. Rose lived right across from me. And is how I met Pokemon Equalist. And boy, am I glad I met both of them. Alright. You were not the one that I had to fight. My apologies. I yelled at the wrong NPC. I go back to visit every year. My sister lives in Helsinki. The rest are sprinkled around Central and Northern. You know what? That's understandable. I feel like once you learn how to read a language, it opens up a lot more opportunities in the early versions of your learning. For example, like I use like the Duolingo app to learn Spanish right now because I am working with a bunch of individuals who speak Spanish. Oh, momentous occasion here, friends. All hail Kaisar as he evolves into the glorious Ivysaur. Our dear, sweet salad dictator is growing in his power. Fantastic. I didn't realize that we were so close. Oh, and of course now there's another Clefairy. But this isn't Sammy. This is a different Clefairy, which means we can beat up this Clefairy. And speaking of beat up this Clefairy, I'm going to use Beebles. 10 months ago, I went to Stockholm. See, now, this is the thing, right? You guys, I'm so glad that you have a connection here. This is fantastic, right? I've heard Stockholm is wonderful. I've heard Helsinki is wonderful. I've heard Paris is better. I've heard Paris is absolutely beautiful. All of these amazing places in such close proximity to each other. Like, it would be an incredible moment. An incredible moment to be able to go and take a trip to Europe, into France, to be able to just experience culture across the pond. Definitely not in the cards for me right now because money. But unfortunately, that universal language is the one I lack most, if I'm being honest. But that's okay, right? It's not always about the money, but I do hope eventually to be able to travel to Europe. However, if I'm being honest, I'm afraid to fly. I have a phobia of flying, so if I'm going over to Europe, you bet I'm going to do my best to take a boat, cruise ship, something of that nature. Also, I can fly with you. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Pokemon Nicholas. I appreciate it. And, listen, I'm taking baby steps here, folks, alright? I'm getting back into streaming and putting myself out there to be social. Life goals have to be one at a time here, if that makes, for your phobia, just keep in mind you're much more likely to have car accidents, plane accident. You know, I truly know and believe that. I think it's less the flying and more the heights. I'm very afraid of heights. I'm a very tall individual. Yes, I walk up and down the plane. Yeah. Also, you! We're back, and this time, I'm gonna kick your ass, Seabass. We are not losing to this rocket again. Alright, this Rattata was a pain in the ass last time. We're not doing great, right? We're not doing great. So listen, I'm going to put Jack out there because he is the only one with full health right now. Try to come by swimming. I would. In a heartbeat, I would. Right now, over flying, Sammy. Truly. Very good. Okay. Alright, see, this is better. This is better. Stay alive, Jack. Good job, buddies. There we go. This is going much better. This is going much better. That Rattata didn't stand a chance. Alright, Zubat. Now listen, I feel much better about switching LaFish in and out. Jack, never let go. Hey, look, man. As long as he never lets go... Rose. It's hilarious. Because you have a Rose in your life. Do you know some cliche about us? Listen, I try not to adhere to the stereotypes and the cliches of individuals, although I will say, yeah, there have been some unfortunate nasty rumors about a variety of different individuals. But again, that might just be jealousy of different cultures or a misunderstanding. Also, ignore the fact that I've switched to caffeine. I need a little bit of the carbonation in order to break up what I think is a little bit of stuffiness in the back there. So, cheers! Also, oh, that actually did help a little bit. Hold on. A friendly reminder that while I am currently... Don't hide the mark. Well, you know, I would give this insert company here free advertising, but I don't want to. I want to make sure that I am being respectful of that. Wow. I'll be honest, that was that's given me a tiny bit of new life for the voice. I don't know if y'all can hear it. Anyway, insert drink company here. If you're willing to pay me, I will purposefully put your logo up on screen. But it's Coca-Cola. Can you repeat the cliche? Sorry, no, of course, you're totally fine. I didn't actually say any of the cliches. I try not to lean into them too much. I don't want to be disrespectful to anybody else's culture, right? However, historically, of course, there are plenty of... Okay, listen. I need you to chill out. I need you to let... Okay, well, it's Pikachu's gonna faint. It's fine. Listen, cliches, stereotypes, all of those. Everyone... I'm chill, let's go be rude. Listen, I appreciate it, Sammy, truly. I am gonna hold off. I'm gonna try my best to be respectful to it, because listen, if there is any country right now that is the butt of a lot of people's jokes, it's every single country out there ever, right? We all have misconceptions and stereotypes and all these things. I try not to let them flower and bloom, right? I'm more of a all love, all vibes kind of guy. And sure, there are plenty of times that we poke fun, right? I mean, just a few minutes ago, the Brooklyn accent that I used, which, if you aren't aware of where Brooklyn is, that's New York City. You know, there are some pretty strong stereotypes about individuals from New York City. I mean, especially if you have been watching American movies, I'm going to assume half of them took place in, yep, good old Big Apple. But, at least for today, listen, Sammy, maybe in the future we'll have a little jam session, rocking some of the stereotypes. But I'm all love and all respect right now to all my friends, because at this point in my life, and at this point of sort of the world's situation, I think a little bit of love, peace, and harmony is going to go a long way for my mental health, if I'm being honest. Lay Fish grew to level 14, so we are finally making our way. And also, get fucked, you bastard. You shouldn't take everything the wrong way. I can clearly see that you're not trying to hurt anyone. Bit of humor doesn't hurt. If I can reassure you, I think you radiate kindness and compassion. Well, that is very sweet of you, Sammy. I do really appreciate it. All we need is love. Cute. Sammy, I'm gonna completely be honest with you. Even if I wanted to hit you with some classic ribbing and stereotypes, where I am located right now in the U.S., it is getting pretty late. And after a full day's worth of work, I am truly struggling to think more than the basic sort of conversation I'm doing now. But in the future, do not fear. I am perfectly fine with ribbing in a safe and you know, respectful way. Anyway, all right. Here it is, everybody. The biggest decision we'll make in Mount Moon. Hey, stop! I found these fossils. They're both mine! Apparently we need to beat up this guy first. Oh, if it ain't Twerky Super Nerd. Let's see what he's got for us. Ooh, Grimer. I love the fact that there's like only one place you can find Grimer in Pokemon Red, and it's in the sewage of a city. Are you saying you're generally tired and we can continue? Yes, Sammy. I think that at least with that, yes, I will say that is correct. Although I will backtrack, because I just talked about the Pokemon Grimer only being able to be found in the water of a city. And I will say, because I am also a fan of sports, I was watching very closely during the Paris Olympics the situation with the River Seine, and them desperately trying to clean up the river, so much so that Parisian officials said that they would swim in it to prove that it was safe. And I watched that story very closely, because here in the US, we're no strangers to polluted water. But, yep, the old shit in the river event. Listen, listen, I love sports and I love Pokemon. Those are two of my biggest passions. Watching the protests about the River Seine was, respectfully, Sammy, I will say there is never a bad time to clean up our rivers, right? Never a bad time to unpollute. I will say you are not the only country that has this problem. And the French citizens had every right to be upset, right? Every right to be upset about suddenly pushing to clean a river that they had no interest in cleaning prior, right? I would say I'm glad that they cleaned it. I'm sorry that it took the Olympics arriving in France for you to have the effort put in to clean the River Seine. I hope that made sense. All right. And I assure you, Sammy, when it comes to laughing stock of the world, how dare you disable my Mega Punch before I even use it? You little jerk. Hey, good job, Sammy. I'm proud of you. And we got the sing-off. But no, absolutely proud of you for that. See? Listen, it's stuff like this, man. The little things that are going to help us learn and grow. But yeah, I am truly, genuinely sorry as a sports fan. Uh-oh. Hang on 1 second. We're having a cat fight upstairs. Give me 1 second, friends. My apologies, my friends. I wanted to make sure all was well. With the introduction of Centrics into our home, we have introduced 2 new cats to my cat family, and they're still trying to get used to each other. Also, Jin, my dear sweet baby cat, is just a little ball of anxiety. So, unfortunately, we run into some issues there. Leia, baby, come here. Psst, psst, psst. Come here, puffy tail. Yeah, you okay? She's a little concerned there. The Olympic Games have caused a lot of problems. Did you know the students were kicked out of housing to make room for visitors? I did, actually. I did read articles about that. The Olympics, while they are a fascinating and wonderful part of sporting culture, unfortunately, do a lot of damage to various places that they're in. And I am sorry that the Olympics caused so many struggles and trials and tribulations and problems for the French citizens. Cheers to you, by the way. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. All right. Apologies. Everything seems to have calmed down a little bit, so we're going to jump back in. I believe Huntrix and use Mega Punch again. Good. And you fell asleep, you grimy little bastard. So, past this old woman's bedtime, time to migrate. Completely and totally understandable, Rose. Again, I made the active choice to stick around for a little while longer because I did want to get out of Mount Moon. But thank you so much, Rose, for joining. And I am so happy to have you in. I am sure that I have a lot of things waiting for me in my Discord. You said that you were gonna hit me with a lot of fast information. But please be well, be safe. All right, always remember you can reach out. Even if I don't reach out, because I'm gonna be completely honest with you, it is, excuse me, it is something that I've always struggled with, communication, but I am always here for you both. And Pokemon Equalist, thank you so much. I hope both of you have a fantastic, safe, and wonderful evening. I will talk to you guys soon, both in stream and out of stream, I promise. I am truly trying to be a better and more social individual and connect with the people that I care about. So thank you. Both of you have a wonderful night. Anne Hidalgo is the mayor of Paris and has been heavily insulted for her decisions, not to mention Macron. Listen, if I might be so bold, and I will be so bold, it's not like the United States is having a great track record with our president either. All right, and I have no love for fascists and fascism, which is something that I feel like France and the U.S. have in common. We hate Nazis. Huntrix grew to level 12, and I'm realizing that this is a bit more of a slog than I was expecting. No need to speak about your yeah, I'm well aware. And I will apologize on behalf of those of us who do not abide by any of the bullshit that is happening. All right, this is a safe space here, and I refuse to abide by individuals who cause so much undue harm to so many people. Anyway, on to greener and brighter pastures. We're going to continue having a fantastic time playing Pokemon for at least another 20 minutes. You would be correct here. Thank you for the assist there, Pokemon Equalist. I apologize, I did not catch that. Oh, look at Caesar. Hi, buddies. You look so good with your big new bright and powerful bulb. Oof. Alright, good night, Pokemon Equalist. Thank you so much for being a part of stream. Alright. Here we go. Alright. And anybody who is... I make a lot of mistakes. Hey, that's okay. Listen, the fact that you're here hanging out with me tonight, and making an effort to communicate, despite this not being your primary language, it makes me happy that you're putting in an effort. And apologies that I have absolutely zero knowledge of the French language, but I do try. As I said, I want to make sure that I'm respectful of all the wonderful cultures around our planet, and thank you for your patience with me. And of course, never be afraid to ask me to try to rephrase something. I want to make sure that you're having a good time while you are on my stream. All right. For anybody who is tuning in and hasn't been here before, welcome to the SPJ Gaming Network. I am hoping you all are having a wonderful evening, morning, wherever you happen to be. We are playing a vanilla version of Pokemon Red version, and by that I just mean no mods, no Nuzlocke, anything like that. Just having a good time. Also, hi, coughing. It's the first time we're seeing a coughing, and fun fact about this coughing, if you've never played Pokemon, this coughing has a visual problem with it. In all other iterations of coughing's sprite or visual, coughing's forehead does not have the skull and crossbones, but its stomach does. This is the only time that you would see that you will see a coughing incorrect with its sprite. All other iterations of coughing will put it on its belly. This is a good sprite. I do feel like I like it better with the skull and crossbones on its stomach. But just a little fun fact there. That's kind of you. Thank you. When you're not an native English speaker, you're used to having to learn English and adapt. And while I do very much appreciate that, I do always recommend to anybody, especially English speakers, to really try, especially at an early age, to not make the same mistake I did, which is not try your hardest to learn a new language, right? I'm doing my best as it is right now, as a human being in my 30s, but again, we are better suited to... Oh god, Beebles, we gotta get you out of here, man. Huntrix, get in there and play cleanup for me, babes. I always recommend that it is a good idea to learn other languages. God dang. Yeah, when you are young, it is easier to learn. Yeah, our brains somehow are able to... Oh boy, okay, listen, we are having trouble with this. This is a bulky Pokemon. Okay, never mind, we're good. Good job, Jack. Whew. All right, and we defeated the super nerd. Yeah, it's fun. It's funny how our brains are able to learn and retain. It is not the first time that I am doing this game. Pokemon Red version was my first Pokemon game ever. When I was just, I believe, only 6 years old. I got it as a Christmas present with a little lime green Game Boy Color. And fell in love with the franchise. I love Pokemon so much. It is a full part of my personality. But because I wanted to stream Pokemon, I decided to start with the very first Pokemon game I ever played. And I'm actually going to go through each generation. So from here, once I finish Pokemon Red, I'll go on to either Gold, Silver, or Crystal. And then so on and so forth until I catch up. And of course, there will be other Pokemon games that I'll try to play. There will be other things. I'm maybe a little younger than you. It's very possible, but whatever the case, it's never a bad time. Never a bad time to play Pokemon, right? It's a great time. All right. We'll each take one. No being greedy. Okay. All right. I'm looking for the Helix fossil. Now, I'm doing this despite the fact that Kabutops is my favorite fossil in this game. I've never played with Omanite and Omastar, so I want to try to enjoy it. No, I don't want the Dome fossil this time. It's never really a bad time, but knowing the game from your childhood doesn't have the same feeling. You know, I will say there is more nostalgia than challenge, right? I'm not sitting here playing Pokemon and thinking like this is a challenging video game. What I'm doing, however, is I'm touching on the nostalgia, right? I love Pokemon Red. I love the old Pokemon games. They are very different than the Pokemon games of modern times, right? I do want the Helix fossil, by the way. So I went ahead and got it. And he'll go ahead and take that one, which is fine. Far away on Cinnabar Island, there's a Pokemon lab. They do research on regenerating fossils. At least for now, playing through, do I know Pokemon? Oh, do I know Pokemon Coliseum? I love Pokemon Coliseum. I did not get it until later in my teenage life. It is, to this day, one of the best Pokemon games I've ever played. I really love the Shadow Pokemon mechanic, and I think I still have my memory card for the GameCube that has my original Pokemon Emerald team on it when you could transfer it from the Game Boy. So it is very possible that I have a piece of history sitting somewhere in one of my GameCube cases. But no, I love Pokemon Coliseum. I love Pokemon Coliseum. I had this game in 2003 with the GameCube, and I was only 3 years old. It was amazing. You know what? You are a little bit younger than me, but you know what? That is okay. And I also love that you fell in love with it at 3 years old. And Gale of Darkness, I'll be honest, I have never played Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. Not for lack of trying, mind you. But if you have not seen recently the prices for a physical copy of Gale of Darkness, it is obscene. However, XD is better than Coliseum. I have heard that. Truly. Listen, it is definitely going to be played on this channel eventually. Obviously it's going to be, are you speaking about now, in the price? Now. Absolutely now. going rates at one point had it in multiple hundreds of US dollars just for a physical copy of the game, which is a lot when you are doing your best to pay. Oh, sorry, Beebles. Listen, we are struggle bussing right now after that fight. We might be limping out of Mount Moon here. Which I hope this is the exit. Because we are coming up to you have both of them in boxes. Oh, please hold on to those and cherish those like treasure, my friend. I am so glad that you have a copy of it. And do not ever feel pressured to sell it or give it away. Keep it. It is a part of your beautiful Pokemon history. But I will absolutely play. I will absolutely play the Pokemon Coliseum and XD Gale of Darkness games on this channel when I reach that point. Because I am going to go in kind of chronological order here, so it might take a little bit of time to reach it. And I don't want to play too many Pokemon games at the same time, because I feel like that would be confusing for me. Oh no. Okay. Listen. This is not bueno. Not good, not good. Please be the exit. Please be the exit. Whew! We are limping out of Mount Moon. To which I can finally say, the title of today's stream, God damn it, Mount Moon. Listen, I know there's probably still battles up ahead. But let me go double check something. I think there's something up here. Is there anything up here? No? Is there really nothing up here? Maybe it was in the remakes. Oh well, I just went in circles for no reason. Okay. Listen, we're traveling, we're moving around, we're making our way. Let me see here. Ooh, we do get something. TM4. Let's take a look at what TM4 is. Booted up a TM Whirlwind. Okay. It's not really a super great move, but it will cause things to run away. So if I need it to get something out of my way, I'll give it to Jack. Jack hasn't learned a new move recently. All right, so we got Whirlwind. Right. Okay. Can I fight? Am I not allowed to fight you? Oh, you know what? I think I have to. Sorry, but I will go. I need to sleep. Sammy, thank you so much for joining me. Of course, please go and get some valuable rest. And thank you so much for the follow. I hope to hear from you soon. And of course, you are always welcome on the stream. Remember, the SPJ Gaming Network is a place for everyone, regardless of the language you speak, regardless of the place you live. You are welcome here. You are safe here. Thank you, Sammy, for spending time with me today. I hope you have a wonderful evening. And honestly, the stream is about to end here momentarily anyway. And thank you for your kindness. Take care, Sammy. Take care. All right, my friends, we are going to... we'll go down here for a second. See if there's any... No. What am I doing? I need to stop. I need to... No. Absolutely not. Actually, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. We're going to run. No, I need to heal my Pokemon. Absolutely not. Anyway, my friends, welcome to the beautiful Cerulean City. Beautiful Cerulean City, where we'll talk to this guy. You're making an encyclopedia on Pokemon? That sounds amusing. You know what, buddy? It sure is. I want a bright red bicycle. Cool. I'll keep it at home so it won't get dirty. That is the opposite of what you want to use a bicycle for. Grass and caves handled easily. Bike shop. We'll come back to the bike shop. The first thing we need to do, and there it is heal our Pokemon. Sing it with me, everybody. Heal my lettuce! And also the rest of my beautiful Pokemon, please and thank you. Including but not limited to a puffball, an electric mouse, a bee, a bird, and a fish. All right. Very good. Let's take a quick look around. Have you heard about Bill? Everyone calls him a Pokemaniac. I think they're just jealous of Bill, though. Who wouldn't want to boast about their Pokemon? You know what, man? You right. What do you got to say, pal? Bill has lots of Pokemon. He collects rare ones, too. It's pretty wild that Bill is getting all the love here. That Bill, I heard he'll do whatever it takes to get a rare Pokemon. Not a single one of them talking about the gym leader. Bill must be pretty important. And I know that he is. But let's be real, as a gym challenger, I'm far more interested in Misty. Anyway, my friends, it is not quite 3 hours. However, I will go ahead and let all of you know that we are going to be ending here right around the 3-hour mark. I'll do a little bit of walking around here. The Cerulean City gym and a Cerulean City. A mysterious blue aura surrounds it. Fantastic. The leader, Misty, the tomboyish mermaid. What do you want? You're a trainer too, collecting, fighting, it's a tough life. Buddy, I just took on an entire swarm of Zubat. You have no idea. Anyway, real quick, before I do anything else, let me make sure I save. And of course, I'm going to save again in exactly, like, 3 minutes, 10 seconds. But, we'll take a little look around here. We, of course, have the bike shop. And can't go down here quite yet because we don't have cut. Slowbo withdrawal. No, that's wrong. It's so hard to control Pokemon. Your Pokemon's obedience depends on your abilities as a trainer. Yeah, for anybody who does not know, higher level Pokemon, if you don't have a proper gym badge, might not obey you. What say you, Slowbro? He took a snooze. Beautiful. Let's hop in here. Say hello to this guy. Reuse. No, I don't want that. I refuse to use pesticides. Alright. Let's do a little bit of buying here. First things first, I want to get a bunch of Pokeballs. That looks good. 9 Pokeballs. Alright, let me see if I have anything to sell. I know it's a terrible idea. No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. It's fine, it's fine. Alright. Listen, friends. I'm gonna go ahead, and without spoiling too much more of Cerulean City, we have officially made it to where our second gym challenge will be. So I'm going to go ahead and save one more time to make sure nothing bad happens here. And I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here today. But prior to doing so, I am going to raid somebody. So please bear with me as I get that set up. So let me take a look here. You can't see what I'm doing, but I'm going to try to find another Pokemon streamer. Let's see. Quick filter. Oh, filter by category. Here we go. Pokemon. Let's see if we can find a Pokemon streamer who would be able... we'll be able to go and check on here. Let's see. I see a couple people playing. Here we go. Messing around in Radical Red. You know what? Let's go try Nuke 5555-4. We're gonna try raiding him or her or them. All right. Hey Christian, good to see you. Oh, I'm sorry. Sivas 94. My apologies for using a name there. Listen, I am so sorry that you are catching me right at the tail end of my stream. I hope that everything is well and wonderful. I hope that you have a wonderful night, my dear, wonderful brother. We are actually about to raid somebody, so if you want to stick around for a couple minutes and give them a quick boost to their day, I would love that. But thank you for poking in and saying hi. Hope all is well. My friends, once again, thank you so much for joining me for another game of Pokemon Red. Thank you for joining me at the SPJ Gaming Network. Please be safe. Please be healthy. Please take care of yourself. I will be jumping back on to stream with you as soon as I can. And then after that, my hope is that I am almost to where I will be a Twitch affiliate, which means that I can start setting a more reasonable schedule. Wednesdays are looking as free as can be, so be sure to hang out with me on Wednesdays for some fun Pokemon content. Thank you, everybody. I hope you are well. At this time, we are going to go ahead and raid. Here we go. Starting the raid. 3, 2, 1. Oh, one viewer ready to raid in 3, 2, 1. Oh. Raid now. Here we go.